Hello everyone, as you know, I'm Jose Tomas Ojeda, and today, today's video is going to be about sex and gender. As always, we did some activities, we read two articles, and we we discussed many topics. To begin with, I want to define sex and gender according to what we discussed in classes. So, sex implies that the difference between being a man or a woman are are caused directly by our biological aspects, and gender includes the idea of being a man or a woman by our social and cultural roles and and our behaviors. An activity that we did in classes, it was to name stereotypes for men and for women. Then we realized that some stereotypes were the opposite of what the other sex had. For instance, that men are strong, women are weak. Um, Men are not organized, women are organized. Men don't show their feelings, women show their feelings, and so on. So, talking about supposed difference that exists between men and women, I want to talk about a big difference that is believed by most of the people, and that difference is that women talk too much. And we read an article and says that that's not true because of many reasons. I agree with what the article says, and it says that the the belief is not true because of the purpose of the that man that men and women give to the act of talking. And for men, talking is for getting informed, and for women is for interaction. So they they talk for making connection and relationship, and men are more most by showing that they know facts, and to showing skills. Also, it says that if women talk the same amount of men, they they think that women talk a lot more than they do, and that's because men hear women talking in situations that they wouldn't they wouldn't. For instance, on the phone, in a small group, talking at home alone, um, in talking about topics that men think that are not interesting or important at all. In other words, in private speaking. Also, an activity that we did in classes, it was role acting, and we had to act as someone that we know from the opposite sex. So I chose my girlfriend. So I had to introduce myself, then I had to answer some questions, like what problems do I have as a woman, in my case, and what problems do I have studying at my job, what some advantages that I have, and so on. And I I like pretty much the activity because it was an I had never tried to think as a woman, and I had to think how do they think, how do they feel, how do they act, and how do they live, like what are their real problems. And I think that I can now I can see women like in a little different way, in a better way, of course. So I really like the activity. So thank you very much. See you on the next journal. Bye.